Yeah, hi there. These comments, I'm going to just use your initials here, AA. And my goodness, my friend, you really put together a very organized and very developed essay here. Most people, not everybody, but some students did not answer this question correctly. So let's take a look at what you did in the beginning. You say they need money in order to survive in this capitalized world, while others work to get more money than they need because they think it is important. How those people look at money depends on the reasons and assumptions. Therefore, I think earning more money is the good choice to build a good future for ourselves and our children. Now, I don't know that therefore works there. You can just say personally or in my opinion maybe, but I don't think there's a good cause effect there, because in the previous two sentences, you're talking about the two different views, and then you're getting to what your view is. Now, your next two paragraphs, I like how you're organizing your ideas. You say, on the one hand, people who want a sufficient amount of money tend to think of themselves and ignore thinking in the future. They look at the world as a day, they want to live that day without considering the future. Then you give an example of someone there. You say, thus, they think earning adequate amount of money is a good way for living their life. So I like that paragraph. Your next paragraph, you say, in the other hand, it's not in one hand, but on one hand or on the other hand. So use on instead of in for those two transition words. You say people who work to get large, you want to say amounts of money, think. I would say more about their future, not more in their future and their children. They do not stop thinking in their lives and future and how it will be without money. For instance, they dream to build bigger houses. Therefore, they look at the life as a big picture that needs different colors. So they think money is important and they have to get more. Yes, your purpose is very clear in that paragraph, and you are objectively discussing the two positions before your opinion, which you actually get to in the next paragraph. You say, in my opinion, we have to get money as much as we can. Therefore, we can call it parents' job to build a better future, and so on. So then you have your argument. Okay, so in terms of your addressing the task, yes, you have done that. In terms of giving sufficient details to help support your generalizations, yes, you have definitely done that. Now let's take a closer look at some of your grammar and vocabulary problems. I'm just going to edit one of your paragraphs, so let's go down to your second to the last paragraph. You say, in my opinion, we have to get money as much as we can. I would say here we have to get as much money as we can. So that's what I call word order problem. You say, therefore, we can called it. No, you can't conjugate the verb after modal. Say, we can call it parents' job to build a better future for their children. We cannot just think, I would put of ourselves, not in. We cannot just think of ourselves and how we will survive in this world without considering the future of our children. For example, my grandfather was working 3 jobs a week in order to feed my father and me, due to the fact that I would put here not leaving, I still live in the same house that my grandfather built it. You don't have to say it there, because once you use, you think that I still live in the same house, that means house, so there's no reason to repeat that pronoun twice. He did not think, you put in, I'm going to say of himself only, and after only you need to use a semicolon there, not a comma. Rather, he was thinking about me as well. So I would say about, not in that paragraph. Also, the money is not the goal of our own life. I will put L-I-F-E, not live. It is a goal for our family's future. With families, put an apostrophe after the S. Therefore, I think getting more money is very important. Okay, so the issue here is you have a good organization, but your grammar, your sentence structure, your word choice, and other grammar problems are getting in the way, I think, of communicating your ideas, right? So that's the issue. I like how you're organizing your ideas, but you simply have too many of these word choice issues that are holding your writing back a little bit. So you definitely need to work on minimizing a lot of the errors that you're making. Now I want to look at the rubrics now and give you an idea of how you will score on this SAMY. Okay, so if you get in the 5 range, you have very strong grammar and writing proficiency, including using good sentence variety, word choice, natural sounding language. You have minor vocabulary or grammar errors. I'm going to say no. I don't think it can score that high. Let's look in the 4 range. You have good control, language use, appropriate sentence variety. You have minor errors with sentence structure, word forms, or use of unnatural sounding expressions that do not interfere in meaning. I'm going to put you lower, believe it or not. I'm going to almost give you 375, but I don't think you're going to make it. I'm going to put you right now at about 3.25 out of 5, or 21 points out of 30. So you simply have too many, I think, errors in the essay for you to score higher. So what do? I would recommend for you a couple of things. You don't need to really organize your ideas any better. You know how to do it, and you give good details to support your generalizations, but you still need to solve those writing errors you're having. So I would work a lot in grammar lesson number 7. In the grammar exercises. That's going to be very important for you. And also study vocabulary. Vocabulary lesson number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. I think if you can improve your vocabulary and minimize those writing errors, I think you could score really, really high on the TOEFL exam. All right, AA, anyway, thank you for completing the practice test, and keep up the good work.